Welcome to another video. My name is Sanjay Prakash and I am a Microsoft MVP and Microsoft Certified Trainer. In this video, I will tell you an important fact, how to display in-app notification. If you can see here, this is a model-driven app, right? And in this model-driven app, you will see there is a notification icon at the top right corner. And if you click that, you will find there are some notifications that are available, right? So how these notifications can be displayed, which is called as in-app notifications, with respect to some JavaScript or with respect to some events or with respect to some flow, right? So how we can generate this type of in-app notifications in model-driven apps, we will see, and I will let you know so that you can also practice on your own, right? So first you need to understand that the in-app notification that we're going to discuss today is in a preview, right? So it is not rolled out for all regions, but if it is rolled out in your region, then you can practice, right? The first and foremost thing is you have to press F12, right? And once you press F12, you will see a console is available for you, right? This is the developer tool. So you have to enable that in-app notification by some script. So the script is available here in Microsoft site. You have to copy this script. So copy this and go to your model-driven app and paste here in the console. When you are pasting here you will see the app unique name you should provide here, right? So this is the script that you need to put in your console. And instead of this your app unique name, you have to provide your app unique name. So what is your app unique name? This is my model driven app, right? So how can I understand that my app name is this? So I have to go to Power Apps, go to the apps, go to the solution where I have kept this app. So I have kept this app or model driven app in school management solution. And here if you click on this apps component, then you can find out the name. Let me click on app component. I have already added the app component, added the model driven app in this solution. So here you can see this is the school management model driven app and this is the name. soft_school management is the name, right? Now I'll go here and instead of this your app unique name, I will write down my app unique name, soft_school management. And once you provide this app unique name, model driven app unique name, press enter, right? Once you press enter, it will enable the app notification setting, in-app notification setting. What is the next stage? The next stage is you need to write some script, or you need to write some script so that you can generate a in-app notification, right? So I have written a script here. Okay, so this is the script, create in-app notification. This is the JavaScript I have written. First thing, you need to you need to declare a variable user settings and use xrm.utility.get global context and user setting to get the user context or user setting. Then from this user setting, you need to extract system user ID, and the system user ID can be extracted using user settings.user ID. Then we are replacing curly braces with blank so that it will give the raw user ID, current user ID without curly braces, right? Now this is the DT. I have taken another variable which is datetime.now. This is a JavaScript object which will get the current date time. And we have to define a JSON variable where you have to pass some properties. What is the title of the notification? Let's say I want to give first notification. Okay, and this will be the title of the notification. Next you have to pass body. What information you want to pass in the body, you can define, right? This is my first notification, and I want to concatenate current date time to the notification, right? So this will represent the body of the notification, in-app notification. Next is property owner ID. Owner ID is required so that the app or the notification will only display to that owner, right? So how to identify system users and system user ID? This system user ID is extracted and I have passed here. Next, icon type. Icon type, many types of icon types are there: info, error, right? Warning, success. So you have to use according to your value. So what are the values? Let us understand. So if you go down in Microsoft side, you will see. So these are the icon type. We have used info, right? This code stands for icon type info. But if you want to use, let's say, mention, then you can copy this and paste here, right? 4 stands for mention. And what is the toast type? Toast type is timed. There are 2 types of toast type. One is timed, another is hidden, right? So if you use hidden, then it will be hidden in the notification. Until unless you go to the notification center, you cannot see this notification. If you use timed, then it will display the notification and disappear in this some seconds, 4 seconds, right? If you use this one too. So let me copy this and use this one. So I want to display as a timed manner. Next, you have to use xrm.webapi.create record, and in here you have to pass app notification as the entity name, because these notifications are stored in Dataverse as records in notification entity, right? So you can use create record, notification, and after success you can define something here, and if it is error you can console something here, right? So this method you need to call whenever you want to display notification, sample notification, right? So I can save this. I want to just go to the web resource to update that JavaScript web resource. So I will just upload the script. And click on save. Every time you update web resources, JavaScript web resources, you have to publish the JavaScript web resource so that you can use that web resource in any form customization, right? Now I want to call this script. Once the web resource is published, I want to call this method on a button click, right? So if I want to call on a button click, I have to define a button, right? Let me add a button on the student form, right? This is the student form. If I'll open a student, let me open a student to show you. So this is my model driven app school management, and I can open any student of my choice, right? Now when this student is open, student form, I want to have a button here at the top which will display notification. So I can add a button here, right? Let us add the button. How to add button? You have to go to solution, click on the apps area and choose that app that you want to customize. Click on edit in preview, right? I want to add a button on the student form for student management application, right? Only this app, for this app I want to add the button. So I have enabled that. Here I need to choose the student application, student section. Click on edit command bar. You know that we have 4 areas where we can add command buttons, right? I want to use main form because I want to display that button on the individual form, student form. So I can choose here the option. It is still loading. I can choose main form and click on edit. Now when I click edit, the command interface will display where I can add my commands. Now I want to click the new button to add a command. So click on this and click on new command. Now you will see a new command is added here. It will take some couple of seconds to add that button on the command list. Right, this is the new command. I can define a name here, name label. Let's say show in app notification, right? I can give an icon here. I can just type anything. For example, let's say tick mark I want to use, and in the action, instead of run formula, I can use run JavaScript. When I choose run JavaScript, you have to define the library, which library your JavaScript is available. Choose the library soft_student JavaScript. If it is not available, you can add the library, so that you can search your library and add it here. What is the function name? The function name is this one, create in-app notification, right? If you want to add parameter also, you can add parameter. If you want to interact your form fields, then you can add CRM parameter, but I want to keep it simple, so click on save and publish. So I have successfully created a button on the student form, and on the clicking of that button, it will create an in-app notification for school management application, right? School management application. Now let us see how it works. So once the command is published, you have to publish the model driven app also. So I'll go to the model driven app once it is published, so that I can publish the app also. So click on publish. Now both command bar and app is published. Now I want to run the app, so click on the play, then it will open the model driven app. Now let us verify if that button is displaying or not. I can go to student and open a student. Any student you can open. Once you open, you should see your button available at the top. The name is show in-app notification. Now it is not displaying, right? So click Ctrl F5. Sometimes it doesn't display if you properly do not refresh your screen. So press Ctrl F5 so that it will load properly. Now whenever that JavaScript will call, when you click that button, this will executed, and this will actually create a notification in the screen. Let us wait. Right, you can see here the first button is show in-app notification. Now if you click this, it will automatically execute the script, and after some time, after some seconds, you will find some icon, some notification in the top right corner, notification icon. Let us wait for some seconds. Now you have to wait for some seconds so that the notification will display here. Can you see that the notification is displaying here? This is the toast notification, right? So if you click this, you can see the notification. What is the message? What is the header? First notification. You can see here, this is the first notification title, and the message is given here. This is my first notification, and the date time is added, appended. So as soon as you keep adding this, keep pressing this button, it will keep adding more notifications here. So it may not be a business requirement, special business requirement, but with respect to some functionality, if you want to display this notification, you can include your app notification functionality in your code, right? In any JavaScript, you can use your app notification so that you can display some notification in this area, right? And if you want to dismiss all, then every notification will disappear, right? And also you can add more information to the notification. For example, if you want to add the notification with a link, right, like this. If you want to add a button like this so that it will enable, it will open some link, then you have to use data property of your notification record, right? So I will recommend go to this site and try to use this, right? So this is how you can define in script. But now I will tell you no code less code in-app notification generation, right? So to do that we can use flows, right? So this is a flow I have created. I have just created a instant flow, and I have add a new row. Remember guys, in-app notification is stored in notifications table, right? That's why to create in-app notification you have to use Dataverse connector and use add a new row action, and in the table name you have to choose notification. Here you have to give the notification title, let's say this notification. You do not need to write anything here in the script. This notification is from flow, right? And here you can define the body. Let's say this is no code notification functionality, right? And let me just delete this body part for now. I will keep it in a notepad so that I can show you after some time. So you have defined, you have chosen the notification table, and in the title you have given the title information that will display in the in the header of the notification, and this is the body, right? You can also define the optional data items, how many times it will take to expire, or what is the icon type, whether it is success, failure or success warning. Let me add information as icon title, and in the owner also you need to add system user and the current user ID, right? The user ID for which you need to display that notification. I have taken the static ID of my login user, but you need to make it dynamic. But I just want to show you how you can show notification in-app notification using flow, and accordingly you can change your flow, right? Now let us see this. Okay, I have just assigned icon type, expire in seconds, table name, title and body, and the owner ID. Here you can mention the model driven app type. I don't want to mention because for any model driven app I want to display that notification. Now click on save. So this flow will immediately show a notification, clearly display notification with this information without any code, right? We have written a JavaScript to do that, but using flow you can do that. So click on test, click on manually and run the flow. Now if you click done, then the flow will execute successfully, and if you go to this model driven app, you will see this notification is displaying here, right? Like that. If you want to add some more information, like clicking button, you want to open some link, right? Then also you can leverage the body part of this notification, right? The data part. So I have added some action, and in the first title I have given some contact information which will open a record using URL, and navigation target is dialog, which will on clicking of that link it will open a dialog, and another action called a service appointment. When you click this service appointment, it will open the entity records with all appointments. It will open that appointment with ID this, right? Let us save it and try to test this. So the data option will give you more option if you want to add some actions. Now go here and wait for some time. It is succeeded. Go here and wait for some time. Now after some time you will see the notification will display here. Can you see that? Here the notification is displaying. If you click this, you will get the notification. Now this notification is holding two links. If you click one link, it will open the links that is configured in the action, right? Can you see that? So it is opening the account, on clicking of that contact information, right? So this way you can leverage or display enough notification using Microsoft Power Automate. And in some cases, if you want to display enough notifications in JavaScript, you can write that script that I have already displayed earlier, right? So thank you for your time, guys. I hope this will help you in your projects, and I'm also working in my projects this type of notifications. This is very easy and better notifications that you can work on. Thank you everyone watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel. See you again.